I know. Rise to salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Counselor, may I have the Open Public Meetings Act statement, please?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. In compliance with NJSA 10:4, the Open Public Meetings Act, notice of this duly and regularly scheduled meeting of the Jackson Township Planning Board shall be published and posted in all appropriate locations.
All right, may I have the roll call?
Present.
Here.
Not here. Also not here.
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 Here. Thank you. Make sure the microphone.
Oh, thank you.
Payment of voucher recording secretary for this evening, February 7th, 2022. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And minutes. Where do we stand on minutes? Are they for December 20th, regular meeting? Everybody review them? I'm not sure. Okay,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, January 10th, the reorg meeting, I don't think.
I don't think we have
the
these two. Yeah.
minutes for that, nor do we have the January 24th. So we're going to jump right to engineering and planning matters. Gentlemen, do you have anything?
No, sir.
Thank you. Legal matters, resolutions.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, just one resolution, 2020-201. It's the reorganization resolution. I'll allow our recording secretary to introduce the title. You want to just articulate it? You know, can I have a copy of it? Copy of the resolution. Oh. So, Mr. Chairman, it's resolution 2020-201, resolution with the election of officers, appointment of professionals, selection of personnel, and the appointment of the board's recording secretary. But I would note that we are going to have to do an amendment effective for next meeting.
And that amendment.
Would be to have Ms. Irina. Oh, I'm sorry, we have it, we have it on, I see that, I'm ahead of my own work. It's included, we don't need an amendment. How about that? Every once in a while I get lucky instead of being good.
You have a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, board matters for discussion. Anybody have anything for this evening? No? Okay. Jumping right into applications. Our first application, block 20701, lot 2, Denton Holdings. I have a note to carry this application to March 7th, 2022. I assume that there's no notice.
And time is waived through March 31st, 2022. I think just to be fair to the public, you may not have seen some of this late movement. All three applications were carried actually for a positive reason. The planner who would be required to need testimony found out relatively late that his son, who's at Camp Lejeune, is graduating or graduated on Sunday. And no one from his office were available, but we honor his service, his son's service.
Okay. And that is all three applications.
Yes, so,
for this evening.
Yes,
Same-
Mr. Chairman, we do need to set a date for the time
DMA.
extension. But the other two have been agreed to already.
Okay, great. May I have a motion to carry this to carry block 20701, lot 2, Denton Holdings to March 7th, 2022?
So moved.
Second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Dolan,
Yes.
Dr. Campbell,
Yes.
Mr. Riker,
Yes.
Mr. Bernstein,
Yes.
Mr. Fleming,
Yes.
Mr. Ricordi,
Yes.
Mr. Herring,
Yes.
Mr. Hudak.
Yes. Next up, we have block 19701, lots 12, 13.01, 13.02, 13.03, 4 and 5, BMH Properties 1 LLC. And this is requesting a time extension.
So, Mr. Chairman, yeah, my comments would be, though they requested the February 28, 2022 meeting, unless Mr. Klee tells me otherwise, and looking at that, and if they meet it on that date, but if they can hang in there, I would ask that this matter also be carried to the March 7th meeting, looking at that February 28th meeting. Even to get it bogged down with a small time extension may not be the best idea,
Even March 7th with
but
two already scheduled.
the only issue with, or positive on that March 7th is that Mr. Pfeffer has that second application. And quite frankly, that bike path application had been started already.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
it
yeah,
shouldn't
yeah,
be, so I would respectfully recommend moving the time extension to the March 7th meeting as well.
Gotcha.
Mr. Klee shaking his head.
yeah. Okay,
Okay, so,
so let's set that in stone. So block 19701, BMH Properties 1 LLC being carried to the March 7th meeting. May I have a motion?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Dolan,
Yes.
Dr. Campbell,
Yes.
Mr. Riker,
Yes.
Mr. Bernstein,
Yes.
Mr. Fleming,
Yes.
Mr. Ricordi,
Yes.
Mr. Herring,
Yes.
Mr. Hudak.
Yes. And lastly, we have block 11901, lot 40, Lee's Village LLC. And it's been requested that that be carried to our April 4th, 2022 meeting. Counselor, do you have anything to add? to that?
no, Mr. Chairman, that is, as everyone knows, it's a fairly large application. There's no other applications on that day, so
Can
it
we
was-
keep it that way?
it
please?
was, we will work to do that, and all parties were amenable to that date.
Okay, and we're going to keep to no other applications being scheduled for that.
The
Evening,
only
correct?
respectful caveat, and I know, is if a time extension would come in, we would check with the board to see if that would be okay.
Okay,
Just to try to balance the calendar as much as we can.
okay. So may I have a motion to carry Lee's Village LLC to our April 4th, 2022 meeting?
With time being carried through April 30th, 2022, without the requirement of further notice.
Okay,
Second.
roll call, please.
Mr. Dolan,
Yes.
Dr. Campbell,
Yes.
Mr. Riker,
Yes.
Mr. Bernstein,
Yes.
Mr. Fleming,
Yes.
Mr. Ricordi,
Yes.
Mr. Herring,
Yes.
Mr. Hudak.
Yes. Thank you. And may I have a motion to adjourn? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
14 minutes. Meeting adjourned.